In our last class, we have talked about the data set called Superstore, which is nothing but a basic data. As and then we progress in the class, we'll be taking different data sets and we'll be working with different scenarios. Just you're all beginning, like you're all learning for the first time. We have picked out one easy data set that is very much clean data. And for that clean data, we have to do the analysis. And the first time what we have done, once we have loaded the data, we can get the data more than 99 plus data sources. And the first data that we have got is Excel. As we move forward, we'll be getting the data from CSV database. Also, we'll be getting from the cloud. We'll be getting from JSON, CSV. We'll be doing a lot. Okay. As I promised, initially first 20 days, it's my responsibility to make you understand which chart I have to use for what type of data. Okay. Now, let's get started with few of the basics. Yesterday, we have done our first chart. Yesterday we have done a first chart. If you expand this order, you'll be seeing n number of values here. This is all called fields, or I can call it as a columns. So columns are fields, helps you to understand what are the columns present here. Okay. Now here for few columns you don't have anything mentioned. For few columns you have that summation symbol mentioned, and for few of the columns you have that a box type, like a calendar type icon mentioned. Okay. Now what is this? We will observe carefully. The one which does not have anything, it's just a plain value. It is actually called a categorical data. Okay, it's a categorical data. This is categorical data, categorical data, categorical data, categorical data. When I select it, you can see that it doesn't come with any icon. That means something, the value which is stored in that column is a text data type. Text data type, you can call it as string data type, you can call it as, or you can call it as a categorical data. So all this is something which has some words, text. Okay. Now, if you have a categorical data, it's not going to show anything in the icon, right? But if you talk about the numbers, let's say profit, profit comes with a summation symbol, discount comes with a summation symbol, quantity comes with a summation symbol, and sales comes with a summation symbol. All this which comes with a summation symbol, we call it as a numerical column. I repeat, we have three data types. One is numbers, which is one anything which is in the form of a numbers, and anything which is form of countable, we call it as a numerical numbers, and here we call it as a numerical data type. Okay, and numerical data type is actually understood with the help of the summation symbol that you see on the screen. And if you say that it's a product name or a subcategory name or category name, it does not come with any icon, meaning that it is a categorical data. Now, there's another two type, like a box type. If you go and see, this is a box type, and this box type is nothing but it gives you a calendar type, which is nothing but a date data type. So totally we have three type of data types. One is a numerical data type, one is a categorical data type, and one is a date data type. Okay. Now with this three, let's start getting into our charts basics. Okay. I'm going to define few formulas. I'm going to design a few formulas. This formula I'll be giving you, I'll be writing on few formulas. Okay. This formulas, sorry, you will not get anywhere in Google. Okay, I repeat, this formula we have designed in KSR, you will not find anywhere in Google. Okay, so let's figure out what is this formula. SNO, serial number, charts, 1. The first chart that we have learned is, it's actually called a column chart. Okay, the first chart is called a column chart. Okay, now I'll go with this formula. I'll go with another page. I'll click this chart. Now I need to fill this form. I need to fill x-axis. I need to fill y-axis. Okay. Now, if I take a simple plain diagram, we all know that there's something which you have to know it. You would have seen this right from your school, right? This is your graph. This is a two-dimension graph. So everyone knows that this is going to be x-axis. This is going to be y-axis. Correct? This is a right from the beginning we are seeing this, right? Now, what can I add in x-axis? What can I add in y-axis is a question now. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. In the x-axis, let me go and add maybe a category. Let me go and add maybe a category. And in the y-axis, let me go and add a sales. Okay. Now this chart is readable. The first thing which I will always look from any chart is it readable? Can I read the chart? Can I read the chart? Can I understand anything from this chart? That is really important. Okay. Now, this is okay. I can really understand. Okay. Now, one is categorical data, one is numerical data. Fine. It is always understood that in the x-axis, you have to add a categorical data. What is a categorical data? Category is a column. Okay. It's a coincidence. Don't think about it. Or if I want, I can take up something called region. So if I take region is a categorical data. Categorical data is something which is a form of a text, right? East, west, north, south, it is in a text. Now, if I take a Y, which is nothing but sales, it is taking sum of sales. Okay. Now, the right chart, that is, whenever you want to analyze one categorical data and one numerical data, this is one of the best chart you can use it. I repeat, if you want to analyze one categorical data with one numerical data, this is the best chart ever that you can use it. Instead of region, if you take a category, it will still work. Instead of category, you can take the ship mode, it will still work. Instead of this, if you take a segment, it will still work, because the main objective in the x-axis, it has to be a categorical data. And in the y-axis, it has to be a numerical data. Okay. Now, let's try to add a numerical data in the x-axis. Let me go and take a profit and let me go and give. Now tell me, I did it, okay? And one of the other thing which I need to tell you is, from today, your best friend should be Power BI. Because whatever mistakes you do, it's not going to scold you. Whatever mistakes you do, it's not going to tell anything. Friends are like that. You do whatever you want, your friends will never scold you. Right? Similarly, you have done a mistake here. You have done a mistake here. But your Power BI is not telling you that it's a mistake, right? But how will I understand that there is a mistake? If I keep a mouse over here, see, if I keep anything like a region like this, right? So I'll get to know. West region is contributing to 7,25,000. East region is contributing to 6,78,000. Central is contributing to 5 lakhs. South is contributing to 3,95,000. I can read it. It's readable. It's a human readable. But if I go and take profit, if I go and take a profit, it's showing profit 0, sales something. Something it's showing. I can't even read this. I don't know what it has given. I can see only the lot of spike lines and with value. Now, whenever you are doing this chart, at any point of time, for the first thing I have to look is readability. Is this readable? Definitely no. Definitely no. No one can ever in this world, in this world can read this. We don't know what it is. We really don't know what it is. It is just giving you a single line, which is giving you the sales as well as a profit. I really understand. I don't understand what is this, right? So how to read this? Profit is 160, sales is 3,000. What do you mean by that? Which product sales, which product profit, which region profit, when did it happen? Nothing I know. It is a very plain visual, and I have taken two numerical values. Whenever you have a two numerical values, you can never ever use this. Okay. Now, how to manage this? Okay. Now, I'll go and write one formula. Listen carefully. First, I will write best. Okay. Then I'll tell okay. Then I'll tell unfit. So these are the three columns I am adding. For every chart, I'll add this. Okay. For every chart, I'll add this. As I told you, this formula is designed by Santosh. Okay. This formula is designed by Santosh. You search anywhere in any document, you will not get it. Now, what I've done, For the column chart, which is the best feature I can add for giving a good readability? I will go here. I'll go here. I'll take one chart. I'll take one chart. In this chart, the best ever features that I can add to make this chart readable is you have to add one categorical data and you have to add one numerical data. This is one of the best ever chart that I can have because this gives you a good readability. This gives you a good readability. Now, what is this readability? West region is contributing to 7,25,000. East region is contributing to 6,78,000. Central is contributing to 5 lakhs. South is contributing to 3 lakhs. Well, I can go and visualize. I can go and read it. I can go and read it. So basically, I can say that I can have very good readability. I can have a very good readability. So I will simply go and write the formula 1n plus 1c. 1n plus 1c or 1c plus 1n. Now this is the one best visual I can have it in my. This is a one best feature that I can use it for your column chart. Now what is unfit here? Obviously, if I go and take profit and sales, it's not readable. It's just giving you some spike lines. It's just giving you some spike lines. I cannot go and read it. Even if I go and keep here, I'm not able to get it. Even if I keep it here, I'm not able to read properly. I'm not able to read properly. I'm not knowing, okay, this I understand it's a profit and sales, but for what? Is it for region? Is it for category? Is it for country? Is it for state? Is it for product? I don't know. The visual is completely blank. So at any point of time, if you're having a two numerical values, how do you know that it is two numerical values? Profit also comes with a summation symbol. Sales also comes with a summation symbol. Two numerical values. You should never ever use if you have two numerical values. Unfit. Okay, unfit in the sense you can never use it. In case in future, if you have any two numerical values that you have to go and visualize it, I'm telling you upfront, never ever use this. Never ever use this. I'll mark it in red so that you never use it. Okay, so you can see that the one which is in green, yes, I can use it. The one which is unfit, that means I should never use it. Okay, now let's go with another scenario. Let's go with another scenario. Okay, so let's see what is the combinations that I can use. Let's see what is the combination I can use. 1C and 1N. What do you mean by the 1C and 1N? One categorical data, one numerical data. If anything is there to analyze one categorical data and one numerical data, I can go with a chart number 1, which is called column chart. Okay, now what is the combinations available? 1N plus 1N, I can use this. 1C plus 1C, I can use this. Okay, then 1N plus 1C, I can use it. 1C plus 1N, I can use it. So ideally speaking, these two are same. Okay, line number 142 and line number 143 are same. So I will remove this. Okay, I'll remove this. Now we have three combinations. In the three combinations, I have told you this is completely unfit. Completely unfit. And this is very good. This is where I can use this chart, right? I will say best. Now let's experiment what is this 1C and 1C. Okay, I'll explain what is this 1C and 1C. Okay, now before that, I've told you that I'll take one categorical data and one numerical data. Now this is the best chart ever you can have it. Okay, this is a best chart you can have it, right? Now, when I say it's a best chart, the first thing I will look is readability. Is it readable? Yes, perfectly readable. Now, imagine I will take sales here and I will take region here. Now, still having some problem. It's still having some problem. Okay, so what is this problem is, though I have added a categorical data and numerical data, I have not added to the right scale. I have not added to the right scale. Always remember that. Always remember that when you have a graph like this, always this we will add a numerical value and always we will add a categorical value. This is something which we follow. Okay, this is something which we follow because numerical y-axis always counts something. Always counts something. Something which is countable means it has to be a numerical value. Okay, so please make sure that in the always x-axis you add a categorical data and in the y-axis you have a numerical data. Now that's what I keep saying this. Your Power BI is your best friend. It doesn't even tell there is a mistake here. But you should understand if a chart is not readable, that means it's a waste of doing it. Why are we doing charts? So that I need not speak. My report will speak. I need not tell anything. My report will answer. But here I have a problem. Your Power BI is good and it is always giving you the charts, but whether to use it or not, you have to decide it. In my case, what I have done is, I have taken a sales column in the y-axis, which is wrong because x-axis should always be a categorical data, whereas y-axis I've taken a categorical data, which is again taking something called count. I've never taken count, right? But let's see one more use case. I have added a region. Okay, and I have taken a sales. This is perfect. This is perfect. So that means my formula is working. 1c plus 1n. Okay. Now, instead of this sales, imagine that I am taking a customer name. Ideally speaking, customer name is a categorical data. So region is also categorical data. Customer name is also categorical data. What will happen if I try this 1c plus 1c? If I take 1c plus 1c, this is also region, which is a categorical data. This is also categorical data. But if I take this, it is still giving you a beautiful chart which is readable. How do you consider whether a chart is good or not? If it's readable, yes, it's readable. What is this readable? If I simply go and say that in this west region, maybe it is telling that 3,203 customers are there. Maybe they would have purchased. East region, the total customers purchase are 2,848. Maybe in central 2,323, and maybe in south 1,210. But ideally, sometimes your Power BI is also brilliant. Right? So what is that brilliant is, it knows that it's a categorical data, but still if you add in the y-axis, it should either take a sum or a count, right? But here it is not taking sum, it is taking count. Okay, imagine we have a names here, student names. Okay, you're all the students now. So imagine that you have student names. Now if I take a student name, let's say Anand, let's say Kiran, let's say Tarun, let's say Vinod, let's say Karthik. Okay, can you go and sum up this? Equal to sum. And if I go and sum up this, can I sum it? Definitely no. Right? How can you sum up the names? But what is the maximum you can do? Maximum I can do on this column is I can actually take a count. So this is sum and this is count. So if I take count, will it work? Equal to count of all this, and I'll get it. Count, I'm getting 5. So 5 students are there, I'm getting 5. Now this is not meaningful, whereas this is meaningful. Well, if you have any categorical data, the maximum you can do on the categorical data is you can count it. You can never take minimum on names. You can never take maximum on names. You can never take average on names. You can never take sum of the names. It's impossible. You can never take what is maximum, what is minimum, what is sum, what is average. It's all not at all possible. But what is one thing which is achievable is you can take the count. So what it is doing, Power BI is so brilliant that when I add a categorical data, it knows that I cannot sum it. It knows that I cannot average it. It knows that I cannot do anything else except count. Automatically, it is taking as count. So even though what I have done, I have added 1C plus 1C. I have added 1C plus 1C. It is okay. Why okay? It is still readable. It is still readable, right? So anything is readable, I'll consider to be best and okay. And I can see that this is still readable, but provided the another categorical data which I added as a customer name, by default, it is taking as numerical. By default, it is taking as a numerical. So I've written 1C, that categorical data. I am not completely taking as a categorical data. The chart itself is converting into a numerical count. So something which is countable, it's numerical data. You may argue with me that this is a categorical data. Yes, it is definitely a categorical data, but the count is numerical. The count is numerical. So even though I have added a chart, that is 1C plus 1C, the another C which is added in the y-axis, it is actually taking the count. So it's a numerical data. So please make sure that x-axis will always be a categorical data, y-axis will be always be a numerical data, and we will see the combination. In that combination, I need to split it, which is the best, which is okay, and which is the bad. So in case if it is unfit, never ever use this for the chart. If you want to analyze two numerical values, if you want to visualize profit and sales, if you want to visualize quantity and profit, if you want to visualize maybe I would say profit and quantity, in this case both are numerical. Whenever you want to analyze two numerical values, never ever use the column chart. Never ever use the column chart. Column chart is useful only if you want to visualize categorical data with numerical data. That's the best one. That's the best one. If you want to analyze categorical data, numerical data, yes. But how to add? Categorical data will be in the x-axis and numerical data will be in the y-axis. But this is also okay. Why okay? Because I know that one is categorical data, one is numerical data. This is a perfect chart. The reason why I'm calling it as a perfect chart is because I can read it. Okay. If instead of this, if I add any categorical data, it's still readable. It's still readable. Okay, forget about customer name. Let's take something else. Segment. It is still taking you the count. It is still taking you the count. You add any value in the Y column, it always takes the count. If you're a categorical data, the maximum you can do a categorical data is you can take only the count, nothing else. Except count, nothing you can take, and that is why it is always giving you the good visualization. So though you have added a categorical data, segment you have added, segment doesn't have anything here, so it is a categorical data. What is segment? What is segment? Segment is nothing but customer, consumer, everything. So I can see that in region we do have 3,203 transactions. We can call it as a transactions. We can call it as 2848 transactions. We can call 2323 transactions. So it's basically converting into a numerical value. That is why I will rewrite the formula. Even I have written 1C plus 1C. That 1C which I've added in the y-axis is taking as a numerical value, right? Now, this is the first chart which we have seen. Are we good? Are you all with me?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, listen carefully. Listen carefully. This is a column chart. Okay. Let me take another chart. One chart I will take the subcategory and I'll take the sales. Okay. It's working fine. Why? Because for the column chart, one category, one numerical, perfect chart. One category, one numerical, perfect chart. One C means it's one category, one N means it's one numerical, perfect chart. And I'll go and do some designing. Go to x-axis and you can increase the font 12 and make it bold. And you can also make it black. Okay. Similarly, you go to the y-axis. You can also make the values to be 12. And you can make it bold. You can make it black. Okay. And sorry to say this again, I don't like ever blue color. So let me go and take a blue color and let's do something else. all good. Okay, and if you want, you can always go and add a title. All the title, everything is there. Maybe I can put it in the background as black, text color as white, put it in the center, all good. Okay, now this is beautiful, correct? And if you want to see what each value is all about, you can always go and switch on the data labels. If you go and switch on the data labels, automatically you can see the values which is displayed on the screen. If it's not visible to you, you can always go and increase the font, make it whatever color you want, and make it bold if you feel like, and I will get it. Okay, now this chart is beautiful. This chart is beautiful. Okay, now I actually showed this to my client. The client actually found out some mistake. What is that?
Name of categories.
What is wrong with that?
Somewhere showing dot 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 after the end of the category, like accessories.
What is that?
Complete name is not reflecting in categories, subcategories. Sorry. Like in accessories, after accessories, ending with dot dot dot.
Okay. Another thing I'll tell you, that is one problem. Thank you so much for pointing out. You are saying that, what is this accessory and dot dot dot? What is this furnish dot dot dot? I really don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, right? I really don't know the full name, correct? Also, this bar is there, right? Just think and tell me. This bar is there, right? For this bar, is it accessories? Is it appliances or furniture? Which is the value for that? Which is the
Uh,
value for that? Let's see
appliances,
properly.
appliances.
Appliances.
Yes,
I love
appliances.
appliances.
No, it's not appliances. It's furniture, right? Because the furniture covers most of the portion here, right? Furniture, right?
But appliance is ending with that.
Isn't it confusing?
A little bit, yes.
Yes, and both.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
confusing.
It's
But
confusing,
if we
right?
keep it vertical, then it will reflect fine.
No, I need to figure out this is phones, this is chairs, this is storage, this is tables, this is binders, machines, accessories, copiers, bookcases. Okay, this is actually appliances. But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing more of furnishing to be covered in this bar, which is giving a wrong visualization. I'm not able to see properly. I'm not able to see properly. So I am into a bit of confusion. Whether for this will I use furnishing or appliances, I don't know. Maybe you can say that where it is ending, I can consider that, but it's still a confusing. So two problems I have. The first problem which I have is name is not complete. Name is not complete. The second one is I'm not able to identify which is for what. Which is for what? These two problems I have. Okay, now I went to the designing part and I was start figuring it out. Hey, how can I make this rotatable? So this I can rotate, right? Maybe I can convert to 90-degree or I can convert into 45-degree, something I can do. So I was figuring it out. I don't have anything in this. There is something called grid lines. Let's see what is the grid lines. I really don't know. We are going to explore each and every makeup set. Okay, we really don't know what is this makeup set. Let's see what is this makeup set is all about. Dotted is there. Let's put dash. Not able to see anything. Let's put it somewhere black color. Let's increase the width. I got to know. So grid lines means I can actually have a grid lines for the bar, which I don't need it. So I can reduce it. Maybe I can keep some gray lines. And here, if you want dotted lines, you can keep. If you want a solid lines, you can keep. All this is fine. Okay, which I don't want. Okay, now this also I'll close it. Now we have something called columns. In the columns, I can select colors. That is fine. There's something called borders. Let's figure out borders. In the borders, can you see what is happening?
If you change in that border of the bars.
In the border bar, it's actually changing. If you're not able to see it, don't worry, I'll zoom it for you. See the border, okay? Okay, the border is changing. Okay, the border is changing. Okay, so that is something of border. Now, apart from that, border also is not there. There's something called ribbons. Okay, it adds some ribbons and data labels plot. And there is something called zoom slider. Maybe I can zoom it. Okay, all this we will explore. But in the y-axis, I don't see anything. Layout. Okay, there is something called layout. Let's see what it is. Okay, now I think it's readable now. Okay, I think it's readable now. Okay, so I increase the width. It's readable. But the problem is there is one scroller added. I cannot see all the 16 categories in one sheet. That is one page. So if you are increasing the width, maybe I'm able to fix this. See, now it has changed to 90 degree, but it's still not giving the right value. Appliances, furnitures, everything it's actually eating up. Appliances, furnishing, everything is eating up. It's actually giving you the dots. It's actually giving you the dots, right? It's not readable. Maybe I decrease even more. It turns to 45 degree. Nowhere ever I can adjust this I can adjust this degree, 45 degree, 90 degree. I'm not able to do it. If you just increase the width, maybe it is getting adjusted, but it is giving a scroller. Always remember, your clients will never come back, never carry mouse. You people are doing development, you carry a mouse. So you can never expect your clients to carry a mouse. So don't have a scroller in the screen, because they have to use a touchpad. They have to scroll it to go and see. Even if they're scrolling, I cannot see all the 16, 17 categories at the same time. So always avoid scroller in your report. Remember this, always avoid the scroller in your report, because you can never expect your clients to always carry a mouse, or they will not even go and check this on the mouse touchpad, right? So I'll not use this. Now, I was asking Power BI, what is this? You been crowned as one of the best BI tool in the market. You can't even support rotation of these words as I want. I want 90 degree, I'm not able to get it. I want 45 degree, I'm not able to get it. What your best tool? You know what it said? Don't worry.
We
Don't
need to
worry.
change.
I know that I'm not going to support this, because each one will give a different degree, which I don't like. Power BI is saying this. You cannot rotate it. I don't want you to rotate the text words. But if you feel that this is not readable, you can simply go and use, instead of this column chart, you better go and use a bar chart. That's it. I'm not allowing you to change the text orientation, but I'll allow you to change the graph orientation. Now this is readable. At any point of time, you can always see that phones, chairs, storage, tables, binders, machines, accessories, copiers, bookcases, appliances, furnishing, paper, everything is perfectly readable. The second chart that we are going to learn will be bar chart. The second chart we are going to learn will be bar chart. Now, same formula applies, but here the orientation changes. The orientation changes. Now what is happening? In the y-axis, I will go and add the categorical data. In the x-axis, I'll go and add the sales data. Automatically, it will only come. Okay, you need not worry too much. See, you may be confused. When will I, from where I will add the x-axis, where I'll add the y-axis? Don't worry. Simply take a chart. First, you add, maybe I had a y I'll add a sales value, and maybe x-axis I'll add a subcategory. Now you, by seeing only, you will get to know that you have made a mistake. You need not remember where I would add x-axis, y-axis. Don't remember all that. Just observe it. Is a chart good? No. Is a chart clear? No. Then that means I've done a mistake. So what I'll do, I'll take the category in the y-axis and I'll take the sales in the x-axis. Now it's readable. Now it's readable. So phones, chairs, storage, tables, binders, everything is readable. So don't think too much. Unless and until you are in control, you know what is correct, what is wrong, you need not worry. Again and again, I'm saying, I will be telling this in the last class of your batch as well. Today is a 5th class. We still have 99 classes. You still have 95 classes. In 95 classes also, I'll keep on telling you that readability is very, very important. If you don't have the readability in your chart, then it's no point in using our reports. So here, if it is a column chart, x-axis I'll be adding a category, y-axis I'll be adding a sales. If it's an orientation change, y-axis will be the category and x-axis will be the sales. There is nothing much difference. But formula wise, let's see the formula. This is a chart, right? Let me take two numerical values. Is it readable?
No.
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 So I will say bar chart also 1n plus 1n not readable. It's not readable. Okay. Now let's go and take another one. One I'll take a categorical data. One I'll take a numerical data. Is it readable? Yes.
Yes.
Is it readable? Yes. So I can note technology has made 8 lakhs. Furniture has made 11 lakh 41,000. Office supply has made 7 lakh 19,000. Very good. Correct? Very good. It's readable. So one category, one numerical, readable. Numerical, readable. Now, in this sum of sales is there, right? Instead of numerical value, let me take a categorical data. If I take a categorical data, automatically that is converted to a count. The only one thing you can do on a categorical data is a count. So even though I've added a C, categorical data, text data type, automatically it is converted into a numerical. So I would say that 1C plus 1C if I take, that another C is there, right? Automatically it is converted into a numerical. So I'm able to do it. Now, question number 1 to you. What is the difference between column chart and bar chart? There is absolutely no difference. The only thing is, depending on the readability, whether you want the orientation towards the x-axis or y-axis is what it decides between the column chart and bar chart. Never think that there is a difference. All the two charts has the same formula. But only one thing which I need to figure out is, I know that for this type of data, if I do this column chart, it was not readable. So that is fine because it was confusing for me. And I asked Power BI, hey Power BI, can I change the orientation of the text? Power BI says, no, I am the best in the world. I will not allow you to change the text. But instead, I will give you another chart. You can change the orientation of the chart itself, not the text. So that is where we do have two charts. The first chart is actually called a column chart and the second chart is called a bar chart. Now, if you ask me, should I go with a column chart or should I go with a bar chart? It's 100%, it's your wish. It's 100%, it's your wish. You use a column chart, I'm least bothered. You use bar chart, I'm least bothered. As long as your charts are readable, as long as your charts are giving a perfect information, I don't have any problem whether you use a bar chart or a column chart. It's all about orientation change. But I will really get frustrated if you use this for a bar chart and column chart. Never ever use this chart if you have a numerical value. If you have a numerical and very numerical, we are going to cover another chart. We are still in the second chart. We have a lot to cover, right? We have a lot to cover. Where there is one numerical and please be on mute. Where you have a numerical and numerical, we will be figuring it out how we can, which chart I can use it. But at this point of time, if a numerical, never ever use this. Never ever use this. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Chandra.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, Chandra.
If someone is
Yes,
asking
yes.
what is the difference between bar chart and column chart, simply say that no difference. I will use it depending on the orientation. Okay. Now, let's see one more chart now. This is very important. Listen carefully. Imagine this is one chart. I will copy it. Control C, Control V will work. Okay, and I'll put this grid lines off. I don't want this grid lines. And for this chart, let me go and add a technology. That is category. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully. The total sales made by technology is 0.84 million. The total sales made by furniture is 0.74 million. And the total sales made by office supplies 0.272 million. Listen carefully. Very important. In this technology, imagine that it's in India. Imagine it's in India. In entire India, the people who have purchased the technology sales is 0.84 million. But in India, we have 4 regions: North, South, East, West. I don't know whether you people know it. The number of people who are buying smartphones in India is more in South. In North, if you see Jammu, Kashmir, Rajasthan, and if you say that all that Himachal Pradesh, okay, there first of all, because of the war, or because of the Pakistan is very close to us, or because of the Himalayas, because of the snow, whatever it is, right? We don't get proper network. And people who are there is not that rich when compared to the people who are in South. So obviously, 100% more smartphones is purchased by South India compared to North India. North means too much of North, like Jammu, Kashmir, Rajasthan, right? Rajasthan, where is a tower? You can only see the desert. In desert, where you will see the tower? In Himalayas, it's completely full of mountains. Where do you see the tower? So people who use smartphones there are very less. Instead, I've been there, so I've seen people using walkie-talkie, something like walkie-talkie, they use it, but they never use smartphones, right? So comparatively, in India, the total sales that has happened in technology is 0.84. Technology means it has a lot of technological products, 0.84 million. In this 0.84 million, which region has contributed, how much I need to see. Okay. Now, I was figuring out how to achieve this. Okay, first I've added a category. Now I thought of adding another visual. In this visual, I will take region. And after taking the region, I will also take the sales. Now this is with respect to region. And here again, I will go and change some colors. Okay. And also I'll go and give the font, x-axis, make it to be 12, make it to be bold, make it to be black. Similarly, the sales also, I can make it Y, values, 11, 12, and make it black. And if you want, you can also switch on the data labels. So data labels will switch on that and it will give you the values. Of course, the values are very small. So maybe I will put it into, something called gray. Okay, now the one chart, maybe I'll also put some header. That is, I'll go to the title and make this to be white, and make this to be black. And I'll put it in the center alignment. Now I have two charts. One chart is giving you the sum of sales by category. One chart is giving you the sum of sales by region. Now, if I take technology wise, 0.84 sales is a total sales made in India. Imagine it's India. If I take furniture, the total sales made by furniture is 0.74. If I take the total office, it's 0.72. Imagine, forget about products. Now I'm talking about region. So in the West region, for all the products, we have got 0.73 million in the West. East, 0.68. Now, carefully observe. One of the good thing about Power BI is I have not done anything for this chart. Two different unique charts. One is giving the category, one is giving the region, right? But the good thing about this chart is if I simply go and click the technology, automatically the other chart is getting filtered. In Power BI, every chart is interactive. I simply went and clicked on the technology. Now, what is the observation here is, in technology, we have total of 840.84 million. That 0.84 million is coming from East, it is giving 0.26. West, it is giving 0.25. Central, it is giving 0.17. South is giving 1. As I told you, if I with respect to technology, which is giving the highest sales, we can figure out in the region. That's my question. I asked you, with respect to technology, which region is contributing more? So I was able to get it. Now, if I go and click this, again, it's interactive. Is it changing?
Yes.
Yes.
How is it?
Good. Very
No,
nice.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You know why I don't like it? You know why I don't like it?
We can
For
combine
one
both in one.
information, you people are doing two charts. I asked you with respect to technology, with respect to furniture, how each region is contributing. That is what I asked. Why you really need two charts? Why you really need two charts? Okay, forget about this. If I click this also, that other chart gets filtered. In the West, it was contributing to 0.74, but technology furnitures is getting divided across this. So it is getting filtered. So I don't like this. The one and only reason which I don't like this is because for a single information, you are actually adding two visuals, which I don't like. Because end of the day, after 20 days, I have promised you people that in this entire page, I will be adding almost 15 to 16 visuals. Now, for one question itself, you're adding two visuals, right? Which is something which I don't like it. So what I thought, can I get this in the same visual is my question. So what I thought, if I click a technology, I'm getting west, east, south, and I'm also getting the highlighted one. If you see the tooltip, right, the white color box, it is giving you in region it's central, sales it's 5 lakhs, highlighted it's 1,70,000. It's giving you the values, correct? Highlighted one means what I highlighted. I've highlighted a technology. But what I was able to do is, this is a chart. I've added the x-axis, I've added the y-axis. Was just thinking, what is this legend? Can I do an experiment? I simply went and added a region in legend. Okay, I simply added a region, and the font color, I don't want to keep blue color because it's not visible. Let me keep it black. Now see what is happening. Can I say that both the visuals which I covered, I'm able to see in one, and we'll see whether it's correct or not. Okay. If I click technology, in the technology, south is contributing to 0.15, central is contributing to 0.17. Remember this number. If I select technology, south is contributing to 0.15, central is contributing to 0.17. In technology, is south contributing to 0.15 and is central contributing to 0.17? Can you see the color? Blue is for central, orange is for south. Can I see that? Is
Yes.
it? Can I say that I have clubbed both in a single visual?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One more experiment I'll do. I'll took office supply. In the office supply of 0.72 million, 0.2 million is given by west, 0.21 is given by east. Is it correct? 0.21 is west, 0.22 is west, 0.21 is east. And what are the other two? 0.17, 0.13. 0.17, 0.13. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This type of chart is actually still a column chart only, but I have added another stack. That means another information. So this becomes a stacked column chart. The third chart that we are going to learn will be stacked column chart. The column chart and stacked column chart both are same. There is no specific name called column chart. Okay, if you don't add this, it becomes a column chart. There is no specific name. The name given to the chart is stacked column chart. But ideally, there is nothing called column chart and there is nothing called stacked column chart. If you add a legend, it becomes a stacked column chart. If you don't add a legend, it becomes just the column chart. Okay, if you add a stacked value, that is, if you add a legend, it is becoming a stacked column chart. If you don't add it, it becomes a column chart. There is no difference like one is column chart, one is stack chart. There is no difference like that. It just gives you the difference. Okay, now let's go and derive the formula. Okay, this is category, this is numerical, this is categorical. This is one of the best ever visualization I can have, because one C, 1N, 1C, it's so beautiful. The visual is so beautiful. So I will go and write the best is 1C plus 1N, and you have another field. What is that another field? 1C. So 1C plus 1C plus 1N means one categorical, one numerical, and one categorical. Okay, so far so good. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now in the legend, I don't add means it becomes a column chart. Okay, in the legend, I will go and add profit. How is this?
Not good.
Clear.
Can't understand.
Nothing to understand.
Who said it's not good? So colorful. It is so colorful.
Not readable.
Information not
Forget
readable.
about it. It's so
Clumsy.
beautiful. It's so beautiful, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Just looking like a wow.
By color, yes.
We are not going for Rangoli competition here to decide the colors. Okay, we are not going for Rangoli competition. All is required is
Readable.
readability. All is required is readability. So if I say that 1C, 1N, 1N, it's actually unfit. I cannot go and do this. Readability is gone. Readability is zero. Don't think based on the colors. It's not a Rangoli competition. So I will go and say that 1C, what is the other one? 1N plus 1N is unfit. Okay. Now, if this itself is unfit, what if will happen if I add all numerical? I'll see the combinations. What are the combinations applicable now? The combinations are 1C, 1N, 1C. This is one row. 1C, 1C, 1C. This is another row. 1N, 1N, 1N. This is one more combination. What else is there? 1N.
And 1C.
1 and 1C.
2 and 1C.
1C. These are the four combination. Is there anything else combination pending?
Second
C I have
and
done.
third one.
All C I have done. All N I have done. 2 C's, 1
1C,
N I have done.
2N.
1C, 2N is there, right? 1C, 2N.
Okay, okay.
All these combinations added, correct?
Yes.
Yes or no?
No.
What is pending?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now
all.
let's see.
clear.
1C, 1N, 1C, it's already done. 1C, 1N, this is a best fit. Best fit. Okay. Now 1C, 1N, 1N, 1C, 1N, 1N, it's a unfit. Unfit. Okay. And let's see 1N, 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 all numerical. This is numerical, this is numerical, and this is also numerical. So good, right?
Unfit, sir. Unfit.
No.
Unfit.
No.
1N, 1N, 1N. Is it good?
Unfit.
No.
Unfit.
Unfit.
1N, 1N, 1N. Unfit. Okay. Now what is only one thing pending is this is also
All Cs.
unfit. So this one 1C, 1C, 1C is pending. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. The first one I'll take as category 1C. And again, I will take legend is there, right? I will also take 1C. And y-axis is there, right? I will also take 1C. It's still readable, right? Still readable. I can still readable, right? I can tell you that what is the customer count with respect to each and every office supplies, how many transactions has done, and it is also giving you the count of the customer. So it's readable. So that is why I'm putting into okay, not the best, but okay. Why? Because the one which you add in the y-axis, though it is a categorical data, it is taking the count of it. It is taking the count of it. So what I will see, I will add 1C plus another C which I'm adding in between. It is taking as a count, plus I will take another C. So 1C, 1C, 1C. I will not be calling it as a best, but I'll be calling it as a okay. I'll be calling it as a okay because I'm not satisfied because it's always taking count. Okay, fine. For me, readability is important. As long as you give a readability, I'm okay with it. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. Again, I'm telling you, there is no difference between a stacked column chart or a column chart. If you add a legend, it becomes an additional information that is going to be added to the stacked column chart. If you don't add legend, it just becomes a column chart. Now, I will show you one more thing. I will show you one more thing. This is a best fit, right? This is a best fit. If I don't add this, this is a column chart. If you add this, it is a stacked column chart, but it is also telling you if you keep the mouse here, it is clearly telling you that you need to have a categorical field. Never ever use a numerical data here. If you use a numerical data, the entire chart is scrapped. The entire chart is scrapped. So it is also telling you add a categorical field. That means you add any categorical field. Maybe you can add segment. It is still readable. Maybe you add a region, it is still readable, right? So like this you can add it, but never ever go and add a numerical value. The chart will go on toss. So this is all about the legend. Legend is an additional information that has been added to the existing column chart, and that becomes a stacked column chart. Why we need this? I'm not interested to go with two charts. For one information, I need two charts. And I know that Power BI is interactive. That doesn't mean that for every question I will do two charts. No, my end goal is in the entire page, I need to fill 15 to 20 charts. That is where I am going and doing all this. Are we good? Remember these formulas, you will never forget throughout your life. And you will never find this formula anywhere except KSR. Okay, we have covered 3 charts today. We will stop here. We'll continue in the next class. Are we good?
Yes.
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 Is it easy?
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes, Santosh, it's the best formula I've ever seen.
Yeah. So please remember this. You will never forget it. Practice along with me so that you will be up to date with respect to what we covered. And just wanted to tell you one more thing is we started the class on 14th, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So 14th, 15th was we had a 2 class. Monday we had 1 class. Tuesday there was no class, and Wednesday, Thursday. So we have completed 5 days of free session. People who have joined newly for Power BI, today will be the last free class for you. From tomorrow onwards, we will not be sharing the Zoom link. So please get registered, reach out to our team. Okay, our team can guide you. The first 5 days is actually the topic only, but the reason why we have given you free is hope you can get that grip. Whenever you feel like, okay, I'm understanding, then join the sessions, or else please don't join the sessions. Please don't waste money. It's your hard earned money. Please don't waste it. Only if you understand, join the session. Today, your free class ends. So reach out to our team for getting registered. From tomorrow onwards, it's going to be a paid class. People who have already joined for SQL, don't worry. For you, this doesn't apply because I've already covered one. You're in the second topic. You've already paid the fees. So don't worry. People who have joined for Power BI, please go and get registered with respect to our team. Is that clear?
Yes.
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 Maybe you can use join from the app directly. I will
Sorry?
guide you how to join the lectures, how to pay in the app directly. Okay,
So Mahesh, I'll stop the sharing. Can you share your screen?
I will share my screen. You're able to see, right? My screen.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes.
So this is our website. Okay, can go here. Just go to sign in, login. If you are not first time user, just go and sign up. Okay, sign up. You already created an account, just log in. Use your email ID. Let's take like my email ID like mahesh@gmail.com and the password. So maybe multiple courses is locked to my account. Don't worry about it. Okay, you just click in explore courses, go to paid sessions. So this is your course. Okay, click here. Yeah, so this is our course. You can just click on buy now, and who are able to pay at one time, right? We have some coupon code. I will activate the coupon code very shortly. You will able to get it here like an Azure or Fabric. So by using coupon code, he can able to pay directly from here. Okay, who want to pay from the with the UPI or a phone pay or Google Pay, you just approach our team. They will give the details. Who want to pay with the credit card, who are paying from the abroad, just you can pay directly from here. If any issues while paying here, you just let us know. You can able to my team will give the some account details. We can pay to those account details. So once you paid, he will get access here directly, right? Any
Sir, what
questions
is the
guys here?
coupon code? What
So
is the
coupon code I
coupon
will
code?
activate. It's a Fabric. It's not yet activated. It seems I will activate shortly. So it will show here. Okay, no need to worry. It will show automatically here. Okay.
So if I want to pay in installments, so
Yeah, installments you can approach our team. You can pay to the in 3 installments. It is a 10,000, 10,000, and 10,000 in 3 installments to our phone pay or Google Pay. They will share the details. And who want to pay in 2 installments, it should be like in a 14K and 14K 28. Who want to pay at one time, it's a 27,000.
okay, here we can't pay in installments here.
No, here it's not possible.
Okay, fine.
It will take again additional charges and all. So you can pay to our phone pay and Google Pay. Sorry, for installments. Who want to pay at one time, you can pay here directly. Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you're able to see, right?
Yes. Yes.
So this is your course. Okay. Once you paid and you can able to see like this. And regular classes, you can able to see here. It's separated like a SQL and Power BI. You have to click on Power BI under date criteria, like you can make it as a this year. So you can able to access all classes from here itself with the topic names. Right? If any one day, like example on 19th March, we cancel the class, right? You can able to see here and the other topics names. Once class is completed, every day trainer will mention like the topic name. And you have any concerns or else you have any doubts or else you can give the ratings also. And you can write some review where you are lagging or something. Just and trainer also will provide homework, what he need to do. You can able to see from here and you can make it your rating too. Individual classes wise. This is just to for our internal reference purpose to upgrade ourselves, like how to make better performance to you people, right? These are the topics. Once class is completed, you can able to see like a view recording. Okay. Once you click on view recording, you can able to access the recorded lecture. And we can able to track how much percentage class you completed and how your sessions and all, how you are practicing. So regularly we can able to do. And your certification from here, you can able to download if you have any certification you completed from here. Right? Your profile and everything you can able to see here.
Mahesh, there is also exam option I have seen actually.
Yes,
So
yes.
there would be
Future,
any exam
we are
also
planning, we
conducted?
are making in a better manner. So we are planning to these kind of regular SQL exams and DP 203 or PL 300 kind of exams also. We are planning to make it here itself. Trainer will give some kind of exams after completing the classes. In between also we are planning now. So for now, it's a regular assignments. Once you done assignments, you can directly upload. But exams, we are planning to make it here as well. We are planning to integrate with the SQL also because currently SQL integration we don't have. We are trying to make that one also. Then you can able to write exam directly here. But now you have to finish your assignment and can upload. So your entire calendar you can able to see from here too. Okay.